Happy Wednesday. Let's go ahead, let's look at your jobs for today. So first things first, we're over here on our assignments tab. It is the week of the 8th through the 12th, and today is Wednesday, February 10th. Looking at our schedule today, we have our morning work, and so earlier in the week we were taking a break from grammar. We are looking at social emotional skills. Now we're going to kind of make our way back to grammar, and we're going to review pronouns this week. And so pronouns, we've talked before, they replace a proper noun. And so you can say she, he, his, him, they, them, it, we. So pronouns are another way of addressing a person or acknowledging a person without having to say their name. And so you're going to go ahead, you are going to either read or listen to what this anchor chart says. Then you're going to go ahead, you are going to retype these sentences, but replace the highlighted words, Mom and I, Ella and David, with pronouns. And you can use these pronouns that are listed right over here to help you. Then on slide number 2, you are going to go ahead, it's going to ask you to complete these sentences using a pronoun from below. So some of these are pronouns, most of these are pronouns, others are not. So you really have to be thinking, is this a proper noun or is this a pronoun? So think about it as you go through, and you're going to click and drag the one that makes the most sense into the green spaces provided. Then you're going to go ahead, you are going to go to your journal. It is Words of Wisdom Wednesday, and our quote is from Dr. Seuss. And our quote from Dr. Seuss says, "Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you." So you're going to go ahead, you are going to tell me in 5 to 6 sentences what you think that quote means and how it applies to you, as well as you can go ahead and use these sentence frames and starters on the right as needed. Then we will have our Zoom at 9 o'clock, 9 to 10. We will be in Zoom. We might go a little bit over just because we have a couple of jobs that we need to get done. Then after our Zoom is over, you're going to go ahead, you're going to jump into your IB job. We are talking about all about deciduous forests. And so they're another type of forest. We talked about rainforests earlier this week, and so now we're going to talk about the deciduous forest. And so you're going to go ahead, you're either going to read or listen to this text. Then you're going to move on to slide number 2, and on slide number 2, you are going to answer the questions and then go back to slide number 1 and highlight your text evidence. So again, you're highlighting the part of the text that tells me that you're correct. And so that's your way of proving, not only to me, but also yourself, oh yeah, no, I know this answer is correct because it says right here. And just again, make sure that when you are writing your answer, you are using your own words. You're just not copying, pasting from the passage because, as we've talked about before, plagiarism. So make sure you are using your own words to form these sentences. All right. Then we are going to go ahead. You will have a break. You deserve it. And after your break, you're going to come back. You are going to do your spelling job. We are talking about double vowels. Double vowels, sometimes they act strange, and sometimes they say the first vowel's name. And so just keep that in mind as you are going through. So think about ooh. The sound ooh is usually a double O. And so you think of oi, oi, and so as you're going through, you are going to pick the vowel teams. Excuse me, I was trying to think about what I was saying. Pick the vowel teams that fit in to these spaces, and so all you're going to do is just click on the box, and you're going to type the 2 vowels that belong in that spot. Really quickly, I know when I looked at this at first, I was confused. I was like, that's a baby. Why does it say why? The word is young. So if you're looking at this one and you're like, I'm not entirely sure what this word's supposed to be, it's young. So just keep that in mind while you are doing this job. Alrighty. Then we have Stuart Little, chapter 9. So we went ahead, we met a new friend in our previous chapter. And so now we're going to go ahead, we are going to continue looking at our adventure with Stuart, chapter 9, A Narrow Escape. You are going to go ahead, you are going to listen, unfortunately, listen to the story, and then move on to slide number 2 and 3 and answer the questions. And so again, make sure you are using your own words as best as you can to answer these questions. Remember, they need to be complete sentences, otherwise you're going to be marked points for not providing complete sentences. We're well into our second trimester, and we've been practicing this since first trimester, so I know you guys are capable of it, so please make sure complete sentences. All right. After reading Stuart Little, make sure you have some lunch, and once you come back from lunch, you are going to work on your division jobs. We are going to talk about that today during Zoom, so we'll get more into it. So you're going to go ahead. Your job is to fill out all of these blanks. So wherever there's a question mark, you need to put a number. And so this first column right here, you're going to tell me what is the total number. So if I add up all of these stars, how many stars are there in total? Then I'm going to say how many groups are there, okay? How many groups are there of the lollipops, okay? Then it's going to ask how many blank are there in each group. Okay, so now I need to figure out how many marbles are in each group, and I will write it there. Then we're going to create our division sentences over here on this side, okay? Then we have our arrays, and we're going to basically do the same thing. Arrays are really similar to equal groups, and we're going to do those as well today. And so you're going to first look at what are the total number of tiles, what are the number of rows, okay, how many are in each row, and then create your division sentences. So that is what we're going to be focusing on today, and that is going to be your job after Zoom. Then I ready math 30 minutes, and then clean up for the day. I do have several friends who I need to come to our Zoom again at 1 o'clock, so I will make sure I let you guys know during Zoom today who my friends are that I need today at 1 o'clock, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day. Bye, D1.